have been there sooner than that. Because it rained both nights. Chickens. I guess we're pretty much through the mountains now. We're at 1186 and it's 11:49, so it's just before noon. And we're pretty much done with the mountains for a while. I mean, there's some rough terrain in Missouri. But it's not as rough as where we just were. So we saw the best of it. I guess. Hopefully I recorded it decently. I kept the window cleaned. If we had good weather, say they're replacing this bridge now. It probably needs it. It kind of looks like it. Veterinarian. She's gonna be glad to see me when I get home. Boy, that poor cat. She doesn't like to be in the house when it's nice out. If it was winter, she wouldn't care. If she was in all the time. But now, when it's above 40, or even above freezing somewhat, she'd just soon be outside. She's like, she doesn't have anything to do in the house. She wants to go out and do things. She doesn't want to just sit. She's an intelligent cat. She wants to go out and do whatever a cat does outside. She wants to play with things and, I don't know, look for mice or birds or whatever cats do. She probably looks at birds. My neighbor said that she used to sit over there and watch the birds. I don't think she does it real often, but they do things when you're not looking. They know how to sneak around. That's what they're good at. I had a lot of money, I would try staying in a motel. Then you could get even more rocks. Bent and Dent. I wonder if is that a chain? That couldn't be we call ours Bent and Dent too, I think. I don't know if that would be I don't know if that would be a franchise. I'll see how that could be. Catholic Church. When I came down here before, I tried to look up before I left. I didn't plan out where to spend the night so much, but I planned out where I was going to go to Mass. And I looked for all the Tridentine Masses. It was kind of interesting to do that, though. You got to see some interesting churches. Some of them were quite beautiful. But I got to see a lot of different churches. Here's 43. US 62, straight ahead. That's the road we got to switch over to. Don't think we take 43 anywhere. Just crossing. But we're getting to the point where we get to our US highway. We're done with this scenic route now. pull off and make sure I'm getting on the right road. I don't want to go on the wrong U.S. highway. There might be more than one. So let's find a gas station. We could even load up on gas. Let's get over here. I think I remember this somewhat. Okay, I think I take 65. 65 goes north and south. 62 goes east and west. That's just something I remember from mapping. So we got to take 65. Otherwise, I would have had to stop and check. But yeah, we got to hit 65. 65. What the hell? It'll take us back to the other thing, other 65. Here's 65, I'll take that. 412 goes east and west, too, because it's an even number. I don't have any sense of direction, but knowing the U.S. highways helps me to make up for some of that lack of direction. I learned that when I was a kid. I used to look at the road atlas while I ate breakfast in the morning. If I wasn't studying or something, I'd be looking at a road atlas, and I knew the areas. I used to navigate somewhat for Dad. I don't think he had a real good sense of direction. He was like I am. And so I would have a map and I'd know exactly where we're going. I had it in my head. I could tell where we were by what the electric poles looked like. And remembered that when I went to the funeral. Yeah, you recognized them. After all those years she brought that up, I thought, what an odd thing to bring up. I mean, that was when I was a kid. But I could get up from sleeping or get up from not looking at the road, and I could tell where we were by what the railings looked like on and what the telephone poles looked like. Because every area used to have a unique look. And now they don't in some areas because they put the new kind in now, but back then, and you see a little bit of it here in Arkansas, the style. It's the style of architecture that they used. Each area had its unique thing, especially the guardrails and the walls along the bridges and stuff. I don't think they do that as much now. But I used to be able to tell where we were based on that kind of stuff. Oh, you're in Indiana, we're in Michigan, we're in Ohio. They changed. Dan remembered that. That was 2019 when I saw him, when we went to Nancy's funeral. That had to have been I think they got along with Aunt Nancy pretty well, the cousins.